my channel, and welcome to anyone joining us for the first time. So my name is Angie and I make videos about my life and struggles here as an international student in South Korea. If you haven't yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you stay in the loop for my videos every Wednesday and Sunday. Alrighty, so today's video is my 6-month anniversary of moving abroad, which is pretty exciting for me. So because I'm in the country of mukbangs, I decided that I might as well do one. So we have my ramyeon here. We are starting this at 9:30 at night. It is actually really hot. I actually have a cat tongue, so I really can't eat like hot temperature food really fast. So I'm gonna give this like a little bit of time to just cool down for a bit before I try and eat. But I do have my yogurt here. One thing I love about here is drinkable yogurt. Makes life easy when you're on the run. So let's talk about some first things I experienced here in the last 6 months. I've experienced my first typhoons. That's been pretty interesting. We've had typhoons all of this week, basically end of last month. It's been ridiculous. It's my first time technically owning a cat. Pictures drive me crazy. I've also never gone out of the house without my own phone data. So it's been a weird 6 months, but there's Wi-Fi everywhere, so it's not really a problem. I've never worked in a factory before as well. I've done translation and interpretation work for factories, but I've legitimately never like worked specifically just in the factory like that. And it's actually the very first time I've been away from my family this long. So generally I would be away from home and my friends and family for like a month at most. There was one time where I was away for like 2 months in a way, but I did come home for like a week and then I left again for another month. But yeah, like this is the longest I've ever been away from them. I'm getting like really bad FOMO. So I'm a little bit like devos, but it is what it is. Anyways, I think this has cooled down enough to try and eat some of it. It's actually still really hot. I'm gonna hair in my ramyeon right now. Let's talk about some stuff that's happened in the last 6 months that I haven't had a chance to really talk about yet. I actually met the president of my university very randomly. Like, I don't know how it works in the rest of the world, but I know for sure, like, in Sydney, we don't just randomly meet out, like, the president, the headmaster of our university just randomly like that. It was a kind of, like, random day in class, and it was really grey and boring. It was extremely boring because it was Professor Microphone's class, and so Chris and I were just suffering and I was like falling asleep and I was just looking at memes. I just wasn't paying attention. I'm an A+ student, obviously. One of the international office staff came in and she was like, I need some volunteers for this photo shoot we're doing to raise corona awareness and thank our frontline workers and stuff. And she goes, you need to leave class for a little bit. And legitimate, I just jumped up. I was like, yep, I'm here, I'm your girl, let's go. I looked at Chris, I was like, Chris, you're coming with me, I'm not going alone. And he goes, fine, I'll come. So we both walked out of class. It was pretty good. Mind you, I kind of forgot the outfit I was wearing. I was wearing the brightest freaking clothes you can literally wear. I legitimately got shoved right at the front of this photo, as you guys can see. It was really awkward. The staff was like, oh, this is the president of our university. And I was like, would it be shameless if I asked him for a scholarship right now? And Chris is like, Angela. And I was like, I'm kidding. I'm like literally kidding. I wouldn't go up to him and be like, yo, give me a scholarship. I actually don't know what I would say. Some of the staff were like, oh, you guys should probably take a photo with the president because it's like never gonna happen again. And we were like, okay. We took a photo with him. It was really awkward again. And obviously I stood out like a sore thumb. Very, very fun. I also took the TOPIK test. For those of you who don't know, the TOPIK test is basically the National Korean Proficiency Test. I needed to get at least a level 2 to be able to be admitted into my major, which is Taekwondo. I took the test after the semester and enrollments ended, but they said it was okay, so I took it anyway. I was under the impression of if I didn't get level 2, I would automatically be kicked out. But it turns out that the mock test that I took before ended up getting counted as my level 2 for my semester. Thankfully it did, because I actually only scored a level 1, because let's be honest, am I really studying? No, I'm doing anything but studying at this point. So yeah, I scraped into my semester by the skin of my teeth, basically, from that little loophole. I don't recommend it to anybody else though, so don't do it. I also graduated, guys. Can you believe that? I graduated! Considering I'm like the worst student on earth, yeah, it was amazing that I graduated. But also, you'll be happy to know that I was late to my own graduation ceremony. It's not my graduation ceremony if I'm not late to it. The week of our actual graduation, Nien and I had already moved out. Basically, we were living with our new roommate, Hyuna, and the three of us were just being lazy. We were supposed to be there at 12:30. We got there like almost 1. It was really bad. We literally ran the whole way. Why were we late, you might ask? Well, I was already ready by the time it was 12 o'clock, but Hyuna wasn't getting out of bed. She didn't get into the shower until 12:15, so we ended up being late because we didn't want to leave each other. So, group effort! But here's some photos of our graduation. We ended up taking a lot of photos to commemorate all our time together. And there's been a couple of topics that I've been told that I don't cover enough on my last 6 months here. So for example, a lot of people have been asking me how's training and you know what's happening, what's the difference in training here and there. Well, let me tell you something. So training's been very weird. The only reason why I never really was able to capture a lot of footage on it was because it constantly changed, and when I kind of got comfortable enough to record, something happened and then something changed, so then like I wouldn't be able to record. But since I got here, I've been switching between different training situations. We had individual self-training inside your own house, we had training with our coach, and then we had training in the dojang or gym with everyone, and then we also had like outdoor training and stuff like that. But after a little bit, I actually had to go to my summer job. I couldn't train for a month, and when I came back, I actually found out that like everyone was sent to do individual training because of Corona. At the moment, we are doing online training again, so we've been given a set of different exercises and we have to film ourselves doing 5 sets of them and then send them to our coach. It's like a repeat of my first month here again. If you guys saw my day in my life back in May, it's realistically in a way the same as that, except I don't actually go into my classes anymore. Like even my Korean classes are online. Oh, pardon me. That's very ladylike. So I probably never explained a lot of things that happened in my class. I just like took a lot of snippets of random stuff. I don't know, class was never really that exciting to me, so I probably, you know, maybe should have recorded in there to make it a little bit more exciting. I don't know.
가다. 가다는 고 이런 뜻이야. 어? 고 안젤라.
I struggled with waking up every morning for class. I struggled to wake up in general. This is why we're filming at 9:30 at night right now instead of in the afternoon. Also, 9:30 at night is the best time to have ramen, besides midnight, you know. Moving on, I enjoyed it for the most part, but there were parts where I was just like, okay, Angela, don't stab someone in your class, okay? Like seriously, I was ready to stab like half my class, to be honest. The one that kept me sane in class was literally Chris, and now I don't have him for this semester. So it's time to make some new friends by the looks of it. Chris and I would spend most of the class just sharing memes and just laughing and making inside jokes the whole time. That was pretty good. I mean, my attendance wasn't that great anyway. It's a miracle that I actually graduated. So the culture shock here has been astounding. It's been astronomical. So in my previous videos, I mentioned that I've been here like 3 times already, and in a way, like back then I was kind of like a tourist, so it wasn't like, oh, I like need to like fully adapt to everything. But like now it's kind of like you need to remember everything, otherwise someone's gonna want to run you over with a car. When I cross the road, Koreans drive on the right side, Australians drive on the left side. That really concerns me because I like forget my directions easily. I know it's a problem. So I have to make sure I look left and right. Now, not right and then left. There are times where I'm just like looking one way and then someone's like, yo, there's a car, and I'm like, I almost got run over. This is why we do the noodle thing, because I'm so accident prone. Gonna get run over or kidnapped or like get lost in some forest or some everyday etiquette is also something that like I'm struggling with.
Everyday etiquette.
So I'm actually going to make a separate video that outlines and talks about the differences of home in Australia and the norms here in Korea. To be honest with you guys, I didn't think I would be doing YouTube, and let alone be doing it for 6 months now. See, Mekju agrees. Back at home, I have all different camera equipment. I've got GoPro, studio level recording camera, all these different sound equipment, lighting equipment, literally anything that you can think of that you need to run a decent channel. I've already got it at home. But the thing is, I never committed to doing it. I was just being hesitant, and when I moved here, I was like,
oh, it's a brand new start in life. I should do a YouTube.
but I didn't think that when I was packing. So I've literally left all of that back at home. I am just waiting to see if my situation is going to be a little bit more permanent. And if it is, I'm going to ask my mom to send me all my cameras because I can't go home. If I go home, I lose my visa because of travel restrictions. But nonetheless, I am having lots of fun learning how to film and edit through my phone and my, laptop. I'm literally learning every video that I upload for you guys, and I'm actually glad that you guys are actually watching and enjoying this. Sometimes I feel like you guys probably just like, okay, she's an absolute idiot, But I mean, who's not an idiot? I'm just a bit more stupid. Anyways, I do hope that I can give you guys like better stuff. So if you guys want to let me know what you guys want to see while I'm still here, like let me know before I go home. So it just looks like I might be going home earlier than planned, only because, Corona's making it really hard to earn money here. I'm gonna do the sensible thing, go home, and I'll come back later. So yeah, that's been my last 6 months in Korea. It's been a fairly interesting 6 months. This kind of experience, no one would ever really go through it. It's not a very common experience either. Like everyone goes through their study abroad situation a bit differently. Everyone has a different tale to tell. So I'm actually really glad that I had you guys with me for the last 6 months, following me on all my like stupid adventures and on all my struggles and stuff like that. So I'm really glad and thankful that you guys are following me. And yeah, like this was just a little trip down memory lane that I really wanted to kind of do and have a look at, because I never really like do a 6-month review like this ever. So this is the first. I do hope I get to do a 1-year kind of anniversary, which will be March next year, but we shall see. For now, all we can do is pray. So yeah, this is pretty much the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, please leave a comment and a big thumbs up. If you guys didn't, let me know why anyways. I like hearing back from you guys. And if you guys want to stay up to date with my uploads, definitely hit that subscribe button, because I will be uploading on Sunday, and I will see you guys on my moving day. And also, if you guys want to see random shenanigans in between my uploads, you guys should definitely see my Instagram. Link is also in the description. So I've got one more bite here, which is the egg. It's my favorite because it's right there in the poached runny section. Oh, it's so good. I don't have much else to say. I just hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, week, and until I see you guys next time, don't forget to smile. Bye.